Hey, what's up, guys? So today I want to show you the first BattleTech MechWarrior tabletop box set that I got, and I got this a while ago. The box is not in good shape, but I want to show you what comes in it, and something I've been really enjoying playing recently. So we've got the MechWarrior Solaris Heavy Lance box set. So we've got the heavy class. It's made by WizKids, which they make actually really good good models and stuff. These models are really cool. I'm going to show you what comes in this Heavy Lance MechWarrior Solaris box set. So of course, it comes with a map. We'll get to that in a second. I want to show you the mechs. Yeah, this thing's not in good shape, but it still holds all of it. Of course, it comes with the rule book. It's got all the rules. It's a lot of rules, and the mechs have a base on them. It's like a base system. You probably can't see that from here. I'll talk about it in a second. This mech is in a bag. I was working on him. He got kind of damaged. Let me get all these mechs out here. And it works with this click system. It's kind of similar to the Dark Age sets. And there's a few mechs in here that I really enjoy. So it comes with 6 heavy mechs, 6 of them, which is pretty nice. It also comes with pilot cards. As you can see, it's got the pilot on it. It's got the special abilities. It's got the lore on the back. And each pilot's one of these mechs. This guy right here, Danizi Marcello, he pilots the Rifleman, which I got over here. And basically the pilot cards go with the mechs, and there's 6 different ones. We've also got special equipment cards. Like this one is a mace. One of the mechs can carry a mace. You know, it does damage and all stuff like that. I've got another special card here, reactive armor for certain mechs, like an upgraded. I've also got flamers here, if you want to put flamers on one of your mechs for up close. Inferno flamers. Got some more pilot cards, Battle Mech Jump Pack, so I can put some jump jets on one of my mechs if I want to. We've also got heat dissipating armor, which would be great for a hot mech. I wouldn't have to heat up because these mechs do have a heat system on them, a heat dial. And we got more pilot cards here. We've also got reflective armor, which would be nice. Of course, it comes with dice, all that stuff. You really only need 3, so I've got 2 of one color and 1 pink. Then it also comes with these tokens here, little tokens. I don't really use the tokens for the game. You can use them, it's part of the rules. I don't go exactly by the rules, but anyways, so yeah, the map. Let's get this set up here. Okay, so it's a pretty decent map. It's got 2 sides as well. As you can see, it's got the hexagons, it's got walls, it's got elevated terrain. It's a decent sized map. It's good enough for starters, which I am basically starting out. But it's also got another side. This is kind of the basic hexagon kind of map, and then on the other side, you've got a Solaris battleground. It's kind of like a junkyard. It's got places you can hide behind, places you can get on top of. It's got all kinds of stuff here. So it's pretty nice. Now what I really want to do is get into the mechs. That's what I really want to do, is get into the mechs. And I want to start off with my favorite one out of all of these. And some of these mechs I've never even heard of, but they're all real BattleTech mechs. And let's get into the first one I want to talk about, which is the Catapult. I'm so glad the Catapult came with this. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at this baby right here. The Catapult. The beautiful Catapult. Look at its paint job. It's got some pretty... I mean, WizKids did a great job with these miniatures. They did such a good job. And this is my favorite mech to use out of all of them. I do like the Rifleman as well, but this is the first one I wanted to talk about. And the way these work, and I'm pretty sure it's very similar to the Dark Age sets, is the base of these mechs. This is how you play. On the base of them, you've got a heat dial, which is on the left, and then you got a combat dial, which is on the right. As you can see, it's got 2 lightning bolts, and then it's got 3 missiles, so that means it uses energy, and then it uses missile hardpoints. So, heat dial is right there. So basically, when you rack up heat, you gotta turn it. You turn it once per heat, and then combat dial is you actually turn the base, and it changes your stats. So that's pretty cool. We're not really going to get into that because I'm not really the best. I'm still learning how to play this game. I just wanted to take a look at the mechs that we've got. And we're going to, yeah, the Catapult is number 1 there. It's a great looking mech. And the mechs turn, the bases turn, that does all kinds of stuff. You can move these guys here. Yeah, it's pretty nice. So let's go ahead and move on to the next mech, which will be the Rifleman. Oh yeah. The Rifleman. Pretty badass looking, huh? Looks a little bit different than the MechWarrior Online version, but it's almost the same. It's pretty similar. The Rifleman has great range on it too. It's a great mech to use. I like to use the Rifleman and the Catapult when I do 2-on-2 matches. 2 mechs on each team. Rifleman and the Catapult together they're almost unstoppable. You can damage the enemy before they even get to you and hurt them pretty freaking bad. Alright, now we're going to move on to the next guy. This one is called the Werewolf, the Blacktooth. A mech that I had no idea about. It's got ballistic and missile hardpoints. It's a pretty fast mover. I do like the Werewolf a lot. It's got a nice design to it. Let's go ahead and get to one of our big guys here. We'll save the special one for last, but we're going to move on to one of our big guys here. This one is called the Neanderthal. As you can tell, it's holding a freaking axe. So that's something you're not really used to in MechWarrior Online. Is basically, you can't carry weapons like this in MechWarrior Online, but in BattleTech it was a big deal. Mechs carry shields and they carried axes and swords and all kinds of stuff. But this is a good melee mech. If this mech gets up close to you and on the tabletop, you're done. You're done for. Look at its freaking axe and look at its arm there. It's got that jagged knife sticking out. Neanderthal is I'm not exactly sure, but I think it's bigger than the Atlas. It's a huge mech. It's pretty badass, and it's got a good armor rating on it. Okay. Now let's move to the mech that I have in this bag. Set this down for 1 second here. I had it in this bag because a piece of it came off. It got bent, and I had to kind of super glue it together. And this one I had no idea even existed either. Let's take a look at this bad boy. This one is called the Cave Lion. Cave Lion. Yeah, it's got the ballistics on its shoulders, high mounted too, so good for peeking. And then it's got also a good up close melee type. It's got those claws, kind of like Wolverine on its hands. You can see those there. It's got those nice claws, and it's a pretty quick mech as well. It goes pretty fast. It's a cool looking mech too. This would be a nice one to see in game because of the shoulder ballistics there. And it's actually got energy as well. So it's got energy lasers on its torso. And yeah, the Cave Lion. So we took a look at the Catapult, the Rifleman, the Werewolf, the Neanderthal, and the Cave Lion here. It's a good group of looking mechs there. Now for the one. It was a pretty big deal with when the set came out. There was one mech in particular that's a monster. It's a freaking monster. I've never seen a mech look like this before. I do like it, but I also think it's too much. Like, this is way too much. This is more crazier than the Kodiak is. We're gonna be looking at the Mortise. This is an actual mech right here. It kind of looks like the Reaper. It's called the Mortise, and I actually haven't used this in the tabletop yet, so I don't know. I'm sure it performs amazingly well, and I'm pretty sure that this thing could probably take out any of these mechs if got the chance. Now, these two right here, the Neanderthal and the Mortise, would be a good fight together because they both got hand weapons. They both got almost the same amount of armor. Yeah, pretty badass, huh? But yeah, I'm not really great on the rules. I actually haven't played too much. I want to play more and get better acquainted with the game here. But I thought I'd show this to everybody, just because it is such a cool set of mechs here. 6 of them. But I really, really love that Catapult. It's such a good looking mech. And the Rifleman's good looking too. They're all great mechs. They're all great mechs. But yeah, just wanted to show you guys that, and that's about it. So, we will see you guys next time. Fuzzy Nova out.